Hello everyone, this is a short channel update. Just to let you know what's going on for the next month or two. I have a small business. We do tutoring. And I really shouldn't say it's small because when you hear the word tutor, you think one person sitting down with one person. I have like 20 employees. We are leasing out over 2,500 square feet. So this isn't small, okay? And the reason I bring this up is we do tutoring for college students with math, physics, statistics, accounting, finance, all sorts of other stuff. I personally teach math, physics, statistics, and some econ. Why this impacts you guys is it's the second half of the semester, so I'm going to get real busy with work. And I do mean really, really, really busy with work. It's going to start consuming a lot of my time. I'm going to keep the videos going. I have enough in the can that I know I can get one up once a week between now and about May 10th when work stops. Work stops May 10th for 3 weeks. I get a 3-week vacation. And then summer school picks up, and summer school only work 4 days a week, so I'll have a 3-day weekend every weekend. Okay, so how it's going to really impact you guys is I will have a minimum of 1 video a week. I know some weeks I've been getting up 2, some weeks 1. I really wanted to get 2 videos up a week, one around the weekend and one around Wednesday, and work just overwhelms me. I don't even have time to sit down and edit together a video. And as much video editing as I've done, I've gotten to the point where I can edit together a video in 5 minutes. So it's not like real time consuming. But when you work 14 hours a day, you come home, you don't want to spend that 5 minutes on the video editing. You basically go to bed. And that's what last week was for me. And I got a couple of weeks of those, 3 or 4 more weeks of those between now and May coming up. Now, here's my build schedule. Here's what's going on. This is kind of a small version of Model Man Tom's, what's on the bench. Okay. Millennium Falcon. I'm going to try to get that done by the end of March. I know I'm a long ways away. As long as I get to the painting stage by the end of March, I'm going to be happy. I've almost got the whole top hole done. The videos on that are running about 2 weeks behind where I'm actually at. So I've almost got the whole top hole done. Distressing, and I've almost removed all the engine detail from the back deck. Okay, I'll come back. You guys will see those videos soon. And I got to reinstall that detail. That's going to go quick. Those are just tank parts glued down. And some copper piping, but I'm getting really good with the copper and brass piping. Second, the A-wings. I lost my mojo on those. Michael, I'm so sorry about that, because I promised him I'd work on those kits. I'm going to keep working on those A-wings even through the spring contest. What that means is my plans for the spring contest are not as ambitious as they have been in the past. That A-wing, I promised Michael I'd work on, and I'm going to keep working on it. Alright? Just not going to be working on it as hard as I'd like. Okay? The Brocuri Cruiser, I've kind of put it on hold. It was pain in the rear. It's just one of those pure stubborn determination. I'm working my way through it. It's not far from done. I just got to do some brass pipes for the guns and mount 2 more parts and file the seams, and I can paint. I will probably do that this weekend. Just get it finished, assembled. Painting, I'm not worried about, because painting takes like 10 minutes here and there. Because I like to paint and let it sit for a couple of days before I do anything else with it. Deslocks, I broke parts of it off, and I broke them bad. I was rearranging my office back there, and it just... So I lost my mojo on it. What I'm considering doing is I glued the parts back on, but they're the long spindly parts off the edge of the wings. When those things break, they hardly ever go back together correctly unless you put some pins in them. I have the knowledge and the skill to put the pins in. I don't know if I want to bother, because then once I get them pinned, I have to do a lot of cleaning and filing. And I'm thinking I'm just going to write off Deslocks and use it for paint practice. I'm going to go through and paint it, because one of the kits I'm thinking of doing for the spring contest is similar to Deslocks, and Deslocks would be great practice for painting for that. So I'm going to finish the videos up on her, and I'm going to get her painted. And the brakes on them, again, if I'm really, really careful, probably won't amount to much anyhow. So we'll see. In fact, that's going to get painted up as soon as I get my office done. My office is in disarray. Showed you guys that in one video. Got all the new furniture in place, but everything is disorganized, and the desk isn't 100% done yet. Once that desk is done, I can start painting again. So just a short channel update to let you guys know where I'm at. And I'm making my plans for the spring contest. You guys will get to see that, because I'll make a video probably within a day or two, that contest starting, on what I'm going to do. I had 3 or 4 things lined up. I haven't made my mind up yet. We'll see. I got to talk it over with a few of my friends, take their advice to see what they think about the subject matter. So I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you have a good day, good week, good whatever. Bye. Hello everyone. This little segment, not about models. I want to talk about the day I had. Immature ears, plug them. This is going to be a bit of a rant. Not too bad, because I just don't do that very often. Basically, I had a shitty day. Literally, a shitty day. Thunderpaws ate something bad, and he came out of the litter box reeking to all get out, with stuff dripping off his rear and all over his fur. Just big clumps of it everywhere. So I went, got into the bathroom, filled up a bathtub, because I've done this with him before. I know how he's going to react. Got on the heavy leather gloves, picked him up. He knew what was coming as soon as I picked him up. I could tell. He went running. I mean, he wanted to run. He was squirming, trying to get me with the claws. I got in the bathroom, shut the door, and just threw him in the bathtub. Okay? Now, the whole time I'm running, he's struggling, and this stuff's just dripping off his butt, going all over the house. Get him in the bathtub, and he starts flailing around. You know how cats are when they hit water. It's just like, oh, I'm dying. So now, the shit is mixing with the water. So now I have a big tub full of shitty water. And while he's flaying, it's splashing all over the house, all over me. So I'm getting covered with shitty water. So is the bathroom. Once I finally get him settled down, I can wash him off, and I did, and toweled him up and let him go, and then spent the next 20-30 minutes cleaning shit up around my house. So literally, I had a shitty day. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. Some of you will think it's funny as hell. Looking back at it, it is funny as hell. It wasn't fun at the time. It's just one of those things. You just have to laugh at the silly stuff like that. And one last thing. I've gotten a couple of questions. Where did I get my username from? Bad Grendels. Used to have a cat named Grendel. Okay? Quite a big cat. I'll put some photo slides of him at the end of this little segment. Quite a big cat. I mean, he weighed 22, 23 pounds. He was a Maine Coon like Thunderpaws and Tomodachi are. Okay? He's just much bigger than those two. He was more normal-sized Maine Coon. Those Thunderpaws will probably get normal size, but Tomo is not. He's small. Anyhow, I first got my Google account, my Gmail account, and my YouTube account, and I was sitting here one night scratching my head, saying to myself, what am I going to use for a username? Just don't know what I'm going to do. Okay? So I sat around thinking for a little bit, and while I was doing that, Grendel jumped up on the desk. And being 22 pounds, he was the size of a Cocker Spaniel. So he had to make a lot of room for himself. So he just pushed everything off the desk. I mean, just completely cleared it, making room for himself. Stuff was flying everywhere, and I go, Grendel, quit being bad! And then I had a username. So my username was in honor of Grendel. He was being bad at the time. So that's what it means. A couple of you have asked, and now you know. It has to do with an old cat, and kind of named it after him. He was the best damn cat I ever had. Tomodachi's pretty close. Grendel, nah, that was the perfect cat. Well, anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this little segment. It's bedtime. It's like 4:30 in the morning. I got to get to bed. I'm working like 15 hours tomorrow, giving statistic test reviews all day. It'll be fun, but I get paid for it. So, have a good one, and I'll get back to model building soon. Bye-bye.